And Young, really a solid three-point shooter from straight on last season. Good form, even with the somewhat slow trigger. He can knock that shot down. He becomes a nightmare to defend because we know he can get to the bucket.
Plumlee with the block. They recover. That's good. Jang's got his second basket.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
And Young, in his 8th season, still just 26 years of age.
Yeah, room to grow. I mean, if he develops that three-point shot, gets a little stronger on the boards, he has a chance to become one of the best face-up fours in the league.
Williams kicks to Daniels. That three off the mark. Thomas inside. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Thomas got 8 points.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him. On the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Nobody near Williams. And a miss there on the triple. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Gerald Green played a big role last season for the upstart Suns. He shot well from long range, and of course, former dunk contest champ, more than capable of finishing around the rim.
And for a player who was basically cast off by the Pacers, Gerald Green, Clark, played a career high in minutes with the Phoenix Suns.
Really happy for Gerald Green. He is instant offense, a tremendously talented player. He's on the long way to get back to the NBA. He's solidly anchored in now. Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed. Boy, he's got a nice looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit that shot regardless of the defense.
Now here's Williams. Here's Muhammad. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Green. Fast break, Minnesota. They get it back. Here's Muhammad. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Miles Plumlee. PJ Tucker comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Dragic in for Thomas. Minnesota on D. They trail by 1. They get it back.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's Dragic. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Minnesota making some changes. And it comes in for Gorgui Dieng. And Wiggins is subbed in for Shabazz Muhammad. Alex Len's checked in for the Suns.
Well, for the Suns, a smaller backcourt with Eric Bledsoe and Goran Dragic playing together, but, you know, they'll mix it up depending on matchups. They've had tremendous success playing those 2 guys together because both have old school guard skills. They can handle it, they can create, they can get to the rim, and they can knock down jumpers.
Now Bledsoe. Mo Williams missing from long range. And he gets the bucket.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Now here's Williams. Young, a screen on Dragic. Young inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got his first 2 points.
And one thing with Bledsoe and Dragic, they both have had experience playing alongside other point guards. Bledsoe with Chris Paul in L.A., Dragic alongside Lowry in Houston, Steve Nash with his first stint in Phoenix. Now, that may have helped them in learning to play off of the ball at times.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Williams kicks to Levine. Here's Young. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game. That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
There's a minute left here in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 6. Dragic again. Williams. It's blocked.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Minnesota making some changes. Gorgui Dangs checked in for Anthony Bennett. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. And Daniels subbed in for Levine. And an easy layup after coming off the pick. The Suns leading. And Bledsoe, here we go. To the left wing. Tucker the pass to Bledsoe. They get it again. Goes up again. Len, good. And the Suns lead by 4.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
It's stolen by Dragic. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Inside, it's Morris and Plumlee. Gerald Green out there with Isaiah Thomas. And it's Warren in a small forward. The Suns have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Good on the second free throw. Timberwolves trail by 3.
Well, certainly a story here at the Target Center is the ongoing $100 million renovation to the building. Split 50-50 between the team and the city of Minneapolis. That's great news for Timberwolves fans.
Suns leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Back to Thomas. Green dishes to Thomas. Here's Plumlee. No good off the front iron.
You really don't want to see him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot it.
Williams kicks to Daniels. Pass to Young. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. And that'll be his third foul so far.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Levine's checked in. Shot is blocked. Here's Daniels. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew. Contact on the shot.
Well, it wasn't too long ago that the Suns were selling first-round picks. Now the complete opposite. This team's stacking up draft picks as they look to go young and rebuild this club.
And he sinks the second. And the push for new talent in Phoenix really seen from top to bottom. New GM, first-time head coach, and Jeff Hornacek.
Yeah, and they did an outstanding job. They're pushing to create a very positive culture. They're really giving everybody an opportunity to show what they can do. Thus far, the results are very impressive. He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for you.
Thank you, Kevin. Andrew Wiggins was the second consecutive Toronto native taken first overall in the NBA draft. He called it a great thing, saying, before this, no player from Canada has been #1. And now we have 2 back-to-back #1s. So it's a huge accomplishment. It just opens so many more doors for all the kids in Canada. Guys, back to you.
It's something else, all right. Thank you, Doris. Gerald Green, hot and cold throughout his career, drafted 17th back in 2005. Steve, the 2007 dunk contest champ, you were there to see that. Then out of the league for over 2 seasons.
Well, Kevin, he was even waived by his team.
Oh, man, what a play. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, and he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, startling that he'd even try that right now.
This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is on.
Well, you know what, Kevin? Come on. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
You know what? And Minnesota now the other way.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Thomas passes to Green. That's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist. Green's got 7 points here in this quarter.
It was a slow start for him. He started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Isaiah Thomas actually named after the former Pistons great. You might think his father was a big fan, but it's actually the opposite. His dad was a Laker fan. He lost a bet during the 1989 finals. Incredible story. Pistons went on to beat the Lakers, so he had to name his son Isaiah. I guess he'd be named the Magic.
Wiggins is checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 4. Levine kicks to Daniels. Young with the ball. Now Green defending. And that one's good. And Isaiah grew up in Seattle. Loved the Sonics. But also because of his father was a big Lakers fan.
Oh, some conflicting allegiances for Thomas there. I mean, he played 3 years for the Sacramento Kings, who've had their rivalry with the Lakers. Seattle made their sale bid for the Kings. He had to have mixed emotions there, too.
Here's Daniels. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
They get it again. Thomas kicks to Warren. Here's Morris. Good on the three-point shot. Morris has got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns.
Boy, when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Oh, let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Morris. And that one comes up a bit short.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
No, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there. You know, last year the Wolves proved they were competitive. No teams pushed them around. In the Western Conference, being competitive isn't enough to get you to the playoffs.
Well, the Timberwolves had a losing record of 23-29 against the rest of the West. Steve, they weren't able to stay in playoff contention for too long.
Well, injuries were a part of that, but in general, this team is still missing a few pieces before they can climb that ladder out in the West.
Anthony Bennett's checked in for Young. Here's Daniels. The leaner falls for him. That was a difficult shot. Daniels has got 14 points for the game. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Outside Dragic. Feeds to Morris. Dragic kicks to Bledsoe. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Outside Dragic. Clock at 6. Pass to Morris. The turnaround. No good from Dragic. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 13 for the field since the start of the second. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Bean passes to Bennett. That's good.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Outside Dragic. The 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
They've done a really good job of knocking down their long-distance shots here in the second quarter. And they're shooting just above 40% from downtown. That's outstanding.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And count it from 19 feet away.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And here's Bledsoe with 4 seconds on the clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Suns have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Bledsoe. Good on both. Here's Levine. No good on that last second attempt there. And the first half, Suns lead by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And it's been a back and forth game so far with no ground given through the first. 3rd quarter starting here now.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Coach Jeff Hornacek had never been a head coach before last season, and he never really expected to become an NBA head coach. He thought he'd be a college coach because he felt his strength was in teaching the game, but I think the league is quite happy to have him on the sidelines in Phoenix.
Bennett is up there with Wiggins. Then it's Gorgie Dan. And it's Daniels in the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Flip Saunders. Levine kicks to Zhang. In the corner, it's Wiggins. A three-pointer off the mark. And Coach Hornacek, the teacher of the game. The way the league is with all the one-and-done college players, they still have a lot to learn.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. And Hornacek stays after every practice to do a lot of skill work with the players. So he's the perfect coach for this young club, helping them to develop.
There's Levine. Shot is off. Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
It's a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
I'm sensing, guys, this game really starting to swing their way.
To me, it seems like they're taking charge as their lead gets more and more comfortable.
As far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
And Tang gets it to go.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Right side, Green. And he gets it to go. Green's got 6 in the quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for the top.
That's in, and the Suns lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Levine.
Zach LaVine, a bit of a late bloomer. Wasn't a top recruit until he hit a late growth spurt in high school. Now he's a 6'5" combo guard. Came out of UCLA after 1 season. Still a bit unproven, but one of those upside picks because of his athleticism and shooting range.
The feet to Wiggins. Plumlee with the rebound.
He has not been on his game, and their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Or maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
And there's the pass to Wiggins. Throws it from outside. Wiggins has got 8 points.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
Warren's checked in for Gerald Green. Outside for Bledsoe. Warren dishes to Bledsoe. To the left side wing. 5 to shoot. It's deflected. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Levine. 5 points in the game. Passes to Bennett. Here's Levine. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Wiggins. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Well, you hate to be the guy asked to guard him because he's just so dominant, so quick and explosive. Tough to stay in front of him.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
There's Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. Levine's got 7.
The Wolves really came up short from where they wanted to be, and you've got to attribute it to the fact that they weren't as good at home as they needed to be.
Here's Bennett. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And for the Wolves, they weren't bad at home by any means. They still ended up with 24 wins.
Yeah, but they were hoping to be up in the 30s like most of the playoff teams were. It really came down to them not playing the high-level defense they needed in order to get wins at home.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Morris is checked in for Morris. P.J. Tucker comes in for Warren. And it's Dragic in for Eric Bledsoe. Pass to Levine. Phoenix grabs the miss. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Dragic. That's 10 points for Isaiah Thomas.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Here's Wiggins. Cans the shot from the wing.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try and get his club out of this hole.
Morris. And Plumlee kicks to Morris. He dishes it to Plumlee. He feeds it to Tucker. Pass to Thomas. Here's Dragic from outside. Another miss by Dragic. Levine kicks to Bennett. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Tucker. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. And the Suns lead by 6. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort to the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities and scoring some easy baskets.
Muhammad, he's checked in for Minnesota. George Lenn's checked in for the Suns.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Here's Tucker. Knocks down the 3 ball. Tucker's got 5 points in the quarter.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that 3-pointer.
There's the dish to Wiggins. Top of the key. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
He'll advise shot selection right there, Clark.
It really was. I mean, very low percentage shot there.
That's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Lets it go with the 3. Off the mark. Suns leading by 7. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Green outside with Morris at the 4. Dragic is out there at Bledsoe. And it's Len in it defensively. Here's Muhammad. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, the Timberwolves trading down from the 9th pick in last year's draft to acquire Shabazz Muhammad at 14. Came on late, his field goal percentage improving month after month.
And Muhammad showing some real promise in his time in the D-League last season, using his strength on the glass and inside. I think he demonstrated to the Timberwolves that he should be getting at least some spot rotation.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
And here's Phoenix. They lead by 4. So against the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Steve Muhammad, a solidly built 6'6". What do you think his best position is?
I think probably at small forward. He's got a good body, the ability to shoot over the top from 3-point range. I'm just not sure he's quick enough to handle a lot of the 2 guards in the league.
Tremendous stuff from a guy Clark we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Len. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Suns lead by 5. Levine passes to Muhammad. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 has put him in a rough, tough spot.
The Suns making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in.
Getting the feel out there from long range, guys. That's his 2nd 3 of the half.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Anthony Bennett. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that terrible turnover.
The Timberwolves have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Levine to tie it up. Misses from close range. The drive by Green. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists in the game.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That will be foul number 5 on him. Young outside. Banked in off the glass.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Levine kicks to Wiggins. Out left to the wing. For 3. Here's Dang. Bledsoe with the block. And he's able to get it back. Jang, no luck. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Green with the jam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Count that one. And that's 19 points for Andrew Wiggins. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Here's Green, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Here's Levine. He's guarded by Dragic. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul.
Here's Levine. He's guarded by Dragic. Nice one there from Levine.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Thaddeus Young is a left-hander out of Georgia Tech. Only played 1 year in college and has really rounded into a nice pro. He's a very unique player. He's a face-up, slashing power forward with a lightning-quick first step. And he's really hard to keep in front.
Levine passes to Dang. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 6 to shoot. Wiggins kicks to Zhang. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Here's Levine. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Can't hit from in close. Timberwolves trail by 3. And Muhammad kicks to Wiggins. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
How about Wiggins in this one?
He's got 19 points, and he's sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Goran Dragic. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And Bledsoe throws it down hard.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on. Clark, he had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
The drive by Green misses from short range. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Bledsoe dishes to Green. From the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Young's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bean passes to Young. Fast break, here come the Suns. Green with the ball. Morris kicks to Green. This is to Thomas. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, they did have a foul to give, but couldn't get it done before the shot attempt.
Yeah, you really want to try to foul in that situation before he gets into the shooting motion. It just didn't work out that time. There's one miss there could be important. There's a big difference, a huge difference between a 2-point lead and a 3-point lead.
Oh, what a basket in at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
And they get it back. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Kicks it to Muhammad. Feeds it to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. To take the lead. It's off. Time expired. Basketball action. This one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Zhang. Young out there with Wiggins. Then there's Muhammad. And it's Levine in the 1 spot. Out to the wing. There's a screen. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got 4 rebounds now tonight. Got a piece of it. And here we go.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. Some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I'd say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
The drive by Green. And stolen by Zhang. Muhammad, the pass to Levine. And he gets it to go. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically laying it.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Wiggins. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Levine. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Levine's got 4 points this quarter.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Young outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one. Checking out the game Thaddeus Young is having. He's got 8 points and 1 steal as well. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
That's not a combination too many players are capable of either, guys.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Budinger comes in for Muhammad. And Daniels subbed in for Levine.
I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Timberwolves.
And I guess they waited for overtime to break out the big guns, didn't they, Clark? It wasn't even close in this extra period.
Well, funny that after 4 quarters of looking like such evenly matched teams, overtime would be a complete beatdown. I can't say that I saw that coming.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he is unable to get the second one.
And this game is finally getting away from them.
Yep, it has gotten away. There's not really anything they can do now.
Kept alive. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. Here's Ennis. No good on the quick 3.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
Daniels kicks to Budinger. And so the Timberwolves take the win. You know, Clark, they couldn't put him away.